Welcome to Notability, specifically audio recordings in Notability. The goals for this tutorial are why record your notes, audio recordings, the basics, features in the recording toolbar, recording speed, 10-second backup, volume control, frequency, tune, auto zoom, and manage recordings. So why record your notes? I record my notes for the students who misses class due to a pullout, is homesick for a day, is out sick for an extended period of time, skipped your class yet ultimately still needs to learn the content, no excuses when the lectures are readily available, needs to hear the lecture one more time or more than one time. Ultimately, recording your notes gives you options. So let's learn how to record a note. To begin a recording in Notability, the first thing that you should do is either create a new note or click on a pre-existing note or PDF. So I'm going to click on this top one up here. And to demonstrate this particular concept, I'm going to record my note on recording in Notability. So I'm going to start by tapping this mic in the upper right-hand corner of the top of my screen. And I'm going to start annotating as I go through. So let's pick, what's a good color? Let's annotate in green. Recording in Notability. Step 1. Open a new note or previously downloaded PDF. Step 2. Tap the mic when you want to start recording. And the mic, of course, is right there. And we can see that it's recording because you can see the numbers increasing. Also, you can see the different sound levels that is being picked up. Step 3. Tap the mic again to stop recording. So I just have to tap on that mic, which I don't want to do right now, but I'll point out later when I do stop recording. Step 4. After you are finished, you will see a chevron icon, and we'll look for that in a minute. Step 5. Tap on that icon and an audio track will appear. Step 6. Tap on the playback button, this is the icon right here, to hear the recording. So what I'm going to do right now is tap this icon. I can see that I have a recording now of 1 minute and 10 seconds. The chevron icon we see right up here, and if I tap on that, my audio track comes down. So as soon as I tap on that chevron and the audio track comes down, you'll notice that my note itself, everything that I wrote while I was recording, has now faded to a lighter pen line. So if I want to hear what my recording sounds like, I'm going to hit the playback button. This mic in the upper right-hand corner of the top of my screen, and I'm going to start annotating as I go through. So let's pick, what's a good color? Let's annotate in green. Recording in Notability. Step 1. Open a new note or previously downloaded PDF, which we just mentioned about. Step 2, tap the mic when you want to start recording. And the mic, of course, is right there. And we can see that it's recording because you can see the numbers increasing. Also, you can see the different sound levels that is being picked up. Step 3, tap the mic again to stop recording. So I just have to tap on that mic, which I don't want to do right now, but I'll point out later when I do stop recording. Step 4. After you are finished, you will see a chevron icon, and we'll look for that in a minute. Step 5, tap on that icon and an audio track will appear. So I'm going to stop my recording there, and the way that I stopped my recording or paused my recording is that playback button turns into a pause symbol that you can use to pause your recording. Let's look at some of the other features that are up on my audio toolbar. The first feature that I want to look at is this 1x. The 1x changes the playback speeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down on this blue dot and scrub backwards so I'm closer to the beginning of my recording so I can hear the different types of speeds. So at 1x, this is pretty normal. Annotating as I go through. So let's pick, what's a good color? Let's annotate. Now if I hit 1.5, it's going to increase the playback speed. Recording in Notability. Step 1. Open a new note or previously downloaded PDF, which we just mentioned about. Or I can hit this button one more time and it'll play back twice as fast. Step 2. Tap the mic when you want to start recording. And the mic, of course, is right there. And we can see that it's recording because you can see the numbers increasing. Also, you can see the different sound levels. Okay, that's sort of annoying. if I tap it one more time, we can see that it comes back up as 0.7. So now my recording is actually going to be slower than normal speed.
That is being picked up. Step 3. Tap.
The icon next to it, which has that back symbol and 10, allows you to rewind 10 seconds. So I'm going to change this back to normal speed, and I'm going to hit this icon right here. So it's backed up my recording 10 seconds.
Right there. And we can see that it's recording because you can see the numbers increasing. Also, you can see...
You can actually hit this backup button a couple of times. So I'm now at 35 seconds into my recording. I can hit this. Now I'm back to 25. I can hit that icon again. Now I'm back to 15. That rewind button allows you to jump back at 10-second intervals. If we go over to the right-hand side of the toolbar, we see our volume control icon. So if I click on that, we see a scaled bar for volume. So right now I'm at my maximum volume, but I could also go back to my middle volume. So when I'm listening to my note again, it's at a comfortable volume. I'm going to push that back up to the top. We also see an AirPlay icon. That means we can push the audio out to a computer or to an Apple TV. We see the tune button. The tune button allows you to adjust the frequency of your note, either going more towards the left-hand side or the right-hand side in terms of audio. The audio zoom at the bottom is a pretty interesting feature. In the playback mode, if you have the slide all the way over to the left, what is included in your audio playback is all the ambient noise in the room. So you'll hear papers shuffling from your students. You'll actually hear your students' responses highlighted in your audio note. Having it all the way over to the left picks up all the ambient noise in the room. If we slide this over to the right, it's going to sound a little bit more muffled, but it cancels out all the ambient noise except for your voice. So I usually keep mine right in the middle, so I can hear my students' voices when I play this back, but it is a very interesting feature. The next is the gear icon. With the gear icon, you can manage your recordings and set your note replay. Right now, my note replay is on, which means when I hit that play button, my annotations fill in as my audio recording plays. If I turn that off, I can just hear the audio recording, but the highlighting won't show up. If I hit manage recordings, we can see the recording length, the time that it was created, the date that it was created, and this is the location that if you hold down in touch, you could also delete the recording. So this is a little overview about how to start a recording, how to stop a recording, some tools that you can use while you're listening to your recording. The next tutorial will focus on how to export your recording.